Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year. I hope you guys had a wonderful New Year. Mine was quiet. I stayed in. Alright guys, so I'm here today with another complexion product. I'm here with the new e.l.f. Camo Hydrating CC Cream. I haven't opened it or anything. So I saw this first on TikTok. People were talking that they were e.l.f. was going to come out with a new I have the other one. I don't remember how I felt about it. I haven't used that in years. Well, I think I still have the other one. Anyway, I purchased this in store. Online when I was looking at it, but the shipping time was going to be too long. Then I realized it was at Ulta. I was thinking 520W. When I went into Ulta, they only had like 2 dark shades. So I picked up 620W, which is described as with warm golden undertones. This is what the shade looked like. Like I said, I haven't opened it. So let's just talk a little bit about what it says quickly. So it's full coverage, color correcting foundation. I know when it says CC cream, it's color correcting foundation. It has SPF of 30. I'm really happy about that. Like, yes, put SPF in there. So it's full coverage. Okay, leave you with a dewy finish, plump the skin's appearance. Has vitamin B5, helps to moisturize and nourish the skin. It's for dry, oily, and combination skin. Everything else about this foundation, I'm going to have it in the description box. It retails for only $15. So it's very reasonably priced. I'm going to go ahead and open it. And you guys know I love a complexion product. I'm always here for it. So here we are. This is what it looks like. Like I said, it's the first time I've opened it. I haven't swatched the color. Let me see if I can shake it up a little bit. Okay. So this is what the shade is looking like. I don't know. This doesn't look that golden to me. Maybe it's more on the neutral side, but it's not bad. I can work with it for sure. So let's go ahead. We're going to start putting it on one side of my face. All right, guys, sorry about that. I got cut off. So that was one pump. So let's add, I put 2 more pumps. It feels thick, like when you pump it out. But on the skin, it's kind of shearing out. Yeah, this is a weird, this color is reminding me of that RMS foundation. This is not golden to me at all. If it comes like at CVS, I'm going to see if I can get a better shade. But for right now, this is the shade that we are working with. So let's go ahead and blend it out. I'm using my e.l.f. sponge. I'm wearing strobe cream. And I have color corrected in my laugh lines. Did that just melt completely into my skin? And now that it's into my, like, it went into my skin, it looks like it has like a pink undertone. Is this just me? It looks sort of brown pink. A little bit right here where I have some darkness. Okay. So this is what it's looking like compared to this side. It's like, I don't know, I'm seeing like I don't love this undertone at all. So this, right now, this is kind of throwing me like all the way off. Yeah, so this color is reminding me a lot of the RMS foundation. It doesn't really have much of a warmth undertone or anything. It just looks brown on my face, right? I don't love this shade at all. This is really throwing me off. I don't like this shade. But the actual foundation feels nice. It does look full coverage. I think it covered everything. Because look at my neck. Which is, I mean, I know my neck is lighter than my face, but this shade right here, it's like a brownish, it has sort of like a pinkish undertone. So I'm going to really have to think about what concealer I'm going to wear with it to help. Let me check the Me and this phone. Let me check the time. It's now 10:07 a.m. 10:07 a.m. All right, so I'm gonna go in with concealer. The last time I did a drugstore foundation, I think it was the Revlon. Somebody came at me like almost shaming me for using a high-end concealer with it. If I have to use a high-end concealer with this, I'm most likely thinking I'm gonna use my Urban Decay concealer. I'm gonna be transparent because that's the concealer I'm gonna use with this. Anyway, let me go in with concealer and I'm gonna be right back. I like the way it's sitting on my skin, but I'm not in love with this shade at all. All right, guys, so I'm back with my concealer done. I think it looks a lot better. And I went in with the Tower 28 because the Tower 28 has the most yellow, I think. And I think it really looks nice with the Tower 28. It's really reminding me a lot of that. I have it up there, the RMS foundation, my last review that I did. What I would say about it, though, my skin does look plump. I don't remember if it said plump. I love that word, plump, when you do makeup. Helps plump skin's appearance. I think my skin looks plump because I don't know if you guys have ever noticed, I have deep laugh lines. I think they don't look as deep. I think it plumped my skin. It's a very, very smooth, fresh sort of finish. And I think if my shade wasn't as off, it would have looked skin-like. But my shade is off. I hate the shade. Oh, that's a strong word. I don't like the shade. I dislike the shade a lot. But it's a good foundation. It looks really, really pretty. It looks expensive. It looks really nice on my skin. Look. All right, guys. I'm going to go finish up the rest of my makeup, and I'll be back with more thoughts. All right, guys. I am back with the rest of my makeup done. This is how everything is looking. I like this. I need my proper shade. I need a nice, warm, golden shade. This description, warm and golden, for, what is this, 620W, rich 620W. If you're my shade twin, do not get this shade. It's not warm, it's not golden to me. Like you can see, it's just flat, brown, and neutral. But the actual CC Cream's foundation, it's rivaling that high-end RMS foundation. I don't know if because maybe I recently used that foundation, reviewed that foundation. This is what it's reminding me of. But to me, this has more of a softer, natural finish. I feel, if you're here for the first time, I have dry skin. I feel like my skin is not even dry. I mean, like my skin is not even dry. It doesn't look like extra dewy or anything like that, but my skin don't look like it's not drying out my skin. Because as I was manipulating it, putting on my makeup, I think I remembered the first one. I liked it, but it's very dry. I could be wrong. That was one of my little problems with it. But this, I think this is pretty. It looks super pretty, guys. Look at that. It's a flawless finish. It's 15 bucks. I have to find my right shade though. I have to, because I wanted it in my right shade. I think this would look even more spectacular if I don't have to manipulate it so much. Anyway, I'm going to go do my wear test and I'll be back with my final thoughts. But before I go, this is super pretty. 15 bucks. I think e.l.f., I think they did it. And I love the packaging. I like the white on top. This is pretty, guys. All right, I'll see you later for my final check-in. All right, guys, I am back for my final check-in. It is now 7:18 p.m. I put this on around 10 something, so it's around 9 hours of wear. This is what the foundation is looking like. This is what the foundation is looking like. Okay, a few things. This is a pretty foundation, but for me, this color, I hate this color because it oxidized a little bit, I would say, in the first couple hours. And I think because it had that sort of neutral, sort of brown undertone, it started to look a little gray. I'm not sure if it's noticeable for you guys, but it was very noticeable for me, and it felt a little weird. And I kept looking like at my neck and then my chin, ear, like, you know, and like around. But moving past that, it's a very pretty foundation. It was described as hydrating on me with dry skin. And my skin hasn't been that dry. It's been like normal to dry. It just sort of, it looks like a satin or maybe a demi matte. I see a little shine right here around my nose. I have highlighter on my nose and some like right here. My skin still has that bounce to it though. It's a very pretty finish. I just cannot get past this color. And also, I find it's easily transferable, because that's how a 28 concealer doesn't really transfer, because it's like I was on the couch, I was like this, because I took a rag and tried to clean it. Foundation got here on my shirt. So I'm thinking it's the foundation. Love the pricing on this. And I don't know if I had told you guys when I started, I think I forgot, there are 30 shades. So that's a good shade range. And this 620W described as warm. There's nothing warm about it. I think I would feel better if I had a better shade, because look at the actual let's forget the color for now, because to me I can see it has a sort of like a grayish tone. This is what I'm seeing. It's very pretty the way it's sitting on the skin. I think my skin looks really nice. I'm really thrown off by the color. But it's a very nice foundation, especially for $15. So because it's so cheap, I'm going to see if it's in my Walgreens or my CVS, and I'm going to purchase a more golden shade and a shade that suits my skin tone better. This one is not as matte, but it doesn't look like overly dewy or overly hydrating on me. Let me pull back from the light a little bit. See? The finish is very pretty. You can see, you know, this has potential to be a beautiful foundation if you have the right shade. I don't have the right shade. And for me, I can't get past it. But I do like the finish. I do like the finish of it. See? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments if you like the finish of this CC cream, or if you own it and how you feel about it. But this is a good foundation. I would recommend it, especially if you're you prefer more affordable products or you're a drugstore girly. It's a very pretty foundation. Just find your right shade. Alright, so this is the end of the video. I would definitely recommend it if you can find your right shade. If you're my shade, Twin, NC50 and MAC, if you see this and this is the only shade they have, please don't pick it up. You're not going to like it. But I think it's a pretty foundation. Alright guys, I want to thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.